What's going on, guys? I just got done with the most incredible night dive where I had probably the coolest encounter I have ever had with a sea creature. Check this out. Diver heading down. Tonight we are searching for the most bizarre creatures in this alien ecosystem that are both highly intelligent and very unusual, like the octopus and its cousin, the cuttlefish. There have even been reports of giant cuttlefish in this area, which I have never filmed before. And if we're lucky enough, we will try to get up close to some of these creatures to see just how smart they really are. You'll notice that I'm joined by a few other experienced divers in case you're wondering what the lights are in the background, because the biggest challenge with these night dives is having such a limited area to see. Unless the animals we're after are right in the path of our dive lights, we will miss them entirely. But one advantage we have is these lights are great for drawing out the creature's food. So sometimes the animals we're after are actually looking for us, just like bugs to a flashlight on land. And tonight, I have some really high-powered lights with me, along with multiple cameras that will capture every angle so you don't miss a moment. Alright, our air supply is limited to just 50 minutes. Let's get searching. We are diving in a very unique place in the world called the Limbe Strait in Indonesia. It's the perfect environment to find the creatures we're looking for. So we'll start by sweeping the seafloor with our lights to help spot any movement or unusual shapes. Alright, there's something right there. You see that? First spot of the night, one of our targets. That is the coconut octopus. Let's see if we can get closer. Usually you'll find these octopus buried in the sand with only their eyes uncovered, or hiding just inside of a clamshell or in a coconut, as their name suggests. It's uncommon to find them out in the open like this, which tells me this one is probably out hunting. Sometimes when these octopus are comfortable, they like to interact. So I'm going to gently stick out my finger to see what happens. Oh, quick touch. But it looks like this one is still a bit timid. It blends in almost perfectly, but you can see us being here is not distracting it at all. It is definitely still on the hunt. And anytime I get a little too close, you can see it fan out and puff up its body to make itself appear bigger and more intimidating. But let's try to get a closer look at some of its features. I mean, the first thing you notice about this octopus are the size of its eyes. Look how large its eyes are compared to its body. And on top of that, the texture is constantly changing. It goes from smooth to spiky in just a matter of seconds. Alright, well that was a super encouraging first encounter, but we're still on the hunt for the relative of the octopus, one of those big cuttlefish. Let's keep searching. And I just want to mention, our air is down to 60%, so if we do find a cuttlefish, we'll have to be super fast to get the footage. We don't have much time left. Now I am seeing something up there moving. Yes, that is it. That is definitely a cuttlefish, and a pretty big one too. Not the biggest I've ever seen, but it's worth getting closer. Whoa, and it's super fast. We'll need to move carefully and calmly as we approach. It's incredible how fast it can shift its coloration and its body position, especially for an animal that doesn't appear to have any way of swimming. But if you look around it, you can see that it actually has a fin. Its fin goes all around the circumference of its body. And look at that, it's trying to hunt that fish. I've never seen one hunt like this before. Oh! Lucky for that fish. Just tried to grab it, but it missed. And as far as I can tell, it doesn't mind us tagging along. I believe what we're looking at is actually called the golden cuttlefish. Their coloration changes from gold to dark brown, and then from white to yellow. They can also change the texture of their skin really quickly and go from a smooth football shape to a spiky pincushion in just a matter of seconds. And it's definitely taking notice of me. And look at that, it's turning toward me to face the lights. I'm just going to gently reach out my hand and see what happens. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, stay away from the lights. These lights are super hot, so I don't want it to make contact directly with the light lens. All right. Stay there, bud. Stay there. Let me make sure my camera rig is okay. All right. Cuttlefish is swimming right into me, guys. Like, you can see that I'm not actually holding the cuttlefish. I'm just presenting a platform. Let's just film as much of this as possible. I've never seen or heard of any encounter with the cuttlefish quite like this. You can tell by its coloration that it is very calm and confident. And it knows I'm not going to hurt it in any way. I'm no longer being perceived as a threat to this cuttlefish, but I think as a friend, or at least an ally. There it goes. I don't think anything like this has ever been filmed before. All right, let me grab my dive rig. Air's out. We got to head back to the surface. Wow, guys, that is one of the most amazing encounters I could have ever expected to have tonight. I'm Mark Vins, the Aquanaut. Over and out.